and good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Rose Ward, Stampersdelight.com. Jump on, say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Also, let me know if this is a first time for you. So I'm just waiting to get started. I don't see anybody on yet. Maybe it's too early. Oh, there we go. Hi, Diana. Okay, so we are going to get started. So grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. That always tastes so good Friday mornings. Okay, got something in my eye. Let's just do that. All right, we're going to get started. I have a couple of reminders that I do have a new host code. I set it up just like 2 seconds ago, and I will put that in the description below. Hey, everyone. Hey, Meg, Megan, Lori, Patricia. Thank you all so much for tuning in. So I am going to flip the camera, and we're going to get started. Okay, let's go. Okay, so this is my Stampin' Queen towel. Of course, you can get this on the apparel shop, along with, my sleep shirt. Eat, sleep, stamp, and repeat. Yeah, I just kept my sleep shirt on today. Anyway, if you go to Stampersdelight.com, you can place an order using this host code this month. I'll type that up nicer later, because it is now October. You can also get some awesome stamping apparel, like my nice little towel here and my sleep shirt. Plus we have sweatshirts. I hate to use the word sweatshirt, but we know it's coming, that say grab your coffee, grab your tea, come stamp with me, and some other catchy phrases. Okay, so a couple of things before we get started, and I left it over on the other table. So if you're a demonstrator, and when I use the word demonstrator, it doesn't mean you have to have parties, you don't have to, have workshops. You can join Stampin' Up! In my team as a hobby demonstrator for the discount. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how I started. But right now, starting today, they gave us a sneak peek of a new stamp set, Eden's Garden, that's going to be in the upcoming catalog. Okay, and on the back side, you can see that there's a collection, there's a bundle, and there's separate things. So the collection includes the dies and the stamp set. It also includes the specialty designer series paper. I know you can't see it that well. It is in color, but the Ever Eden cotton paper in soft succulent and evergreen, 10 sheets of that. Some garden gems. So you can buy the whole collection or you can buy separates. Now, if you are a demonstrator, you can get this collection starting today. Please note these 3 items, the designer series paper, the cotton paper, and the gems will not be in the next catalog, and they are right now only while supplies last. So if you're a demonstrator, you can get this all now. As a customer, you will be able to purchase this starting November 2nd, which is why I've chosen this suite for my November class. So I will have this for my November class, and if you're not familiar with my classes, there's different options. You can buy the collection, you can get the bundle, you can just buy the card kit and video, and then you can just get the tutorial video. And the description is all going to be on my blog, Stampersdelight.com, later today. There's different prices, obviously, for everything. But no matter what you order, you will get a card kit making 6 cards, 3 designs, 2 of each, with all the embellishments and designer series paper, everything you need. You can order, again, the collection, the bundle, or just the card kit and video. Go ahead and take a look at that later. Hey, Janet, I haven't seen you on here in ages. How are you doing, my friend? Hey, France. So I will have more information on my blog on Eden's Garden later. I will caution you of one thing. You can actually start signing up for this November class now, because you're going to PayPal the money if you're ordering the whole kit, okay, or the bundle. And on November 2nd, I'm going to place the orders for all the kits or the bundles, the dies, and all that. So definitely check that out, okay? All right. So what I'm gonna showcase today is something that I just think is so adorable. Whether you have pets or not, everybody is a pet lover. And that is the Sweet Stockings. I'm just going to grab my coffee. I need that this morning. And that is on page 30 and 31. And Carolyn finally catching me live on a Friday morning. That's great. Yes, it's very early. So this is the Sweet Stockings collection, or Sweet. And you can see some adorable, cute ideas here. And then, of course, the Sweet has the stamp set, these little doodads, some felt paper, which I actually didn't use that yet. And, of course, the designer series paper. I started using this because I had a couple of ideas, and then I fell in love with it. I'm going to tell you, it's so stinking cute. Hey, Robin. Hey, Mercy. The first thing I'm going to show you is, for those of you that have dogs or dog lovers, check this out. A little bone. And I made a little Christmas gift that says Santa Paws is coming to town for your favorite dog. So let me bring that in. This is the stamp set. And then inside here, I keep my dies inside. You have 22 dies. Yes, there's a lot of dies. So this is the die that I used for this. Great, great die for tags. Okay. And don't forget, you can use this with other stamp sets. And then, of course, you have the dog head, the cat, the little gerbil or hamster, some stockings, some great little pieces here. I mean, so many, I didn't even get to use any. Okay. Oh, you use it for your pillow boxes. Yeah, it's such a great, cute, stinking cute, as I like to say, bundle. And, of course, here's the stamps. Okay. So let me just close that up before I lose it. So again, here's my little dog treat for Christmas. And I don't actually have a dog at the present time. I have had dogs in the past. Everybody that watches me knows I have cats. I have rescue cats. They came by me. They found me, and I kept them. But my neighbor does have a dog, so I think I'll just put this away for Toto Christmas time. Okay, the next idea I had was the same kind of idea, but with a little treat for cats. Okay, so this one I will keep for my cats. And you can see I used, instead of the Santa Paws Christmas greetings, added a little bow. I had this little clip. We do have clips in the catalog, but I had this little red one, so I added that. This will go in my cat's stocking. Okay, you probably don't want to admit it. Maybe you do. How many people have stockings for their pets? Okay, I know I do. Great, cute little idea for your pets during the holidays. Okay, so now let's take a look at some cards that I did. So this one again, I love this paper with the Christmas lights all tangled up. Now, the great thing about this is the dies, actually you can, and I have my designer series paper here, so let me bring some of that in and show you. This is cut from my 6x6 paper share, but you can see the 3 dies you can use to cut these out, the stockings. So that's what I did here. I cut the stocking out of the designer series paper. I stamped and colored with my blends the dog face. Okay. And then you see those little gems around there. Santa Paws is coming to town. Christmas greetings. Just a cute, whimsical card. Okay. In the window, in the pillow box, you can add a small bag of treats. That's true. And we also have those window boxes, acetate boxes, with the craft coloring in the catalog, where you can put different bones for the dogs, the flat bones like milk bones or something like that. I was going to get that, but I decided to get the rawhide one. Okay, so there's a cute, quick, easy card. The next card I have is using the Picture This die. So you can see I cut out designer series paper, and I got those holes, and I backed it up with some of the other designer series paper. Your cat figured out how to open up the bathroom door. Yeah, I had a cat. Unfortunately, we had to put him to sleep quite a few years ago. He found out how to open up the bathroom screen. In the summer, we would have the windows open. He would paw the clip until it opened. They're smart animals. So here we have another card. And again, using the picture this. And of course, the little hat. Aren't they so cute? Oh, you have stockings for your cat or for all your pets. Of course you do. Now, excuse me. This season, I have to tell you, allergy season starts in the spring and in the fall here. And so if I cough, I apologize. It does get to me. So those holes right there, when you use the picture of this die, of course, little circles pop out. So I wanted to show you what I did with those little circles on my next card. Because you know me, if you watch me, you know I don't like to waste anything. So I had 4 circles and 4, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 circles, okay? And I used 5 of them to make this card. So you can see those little circles are from here. The larger one is also from here, but it's the back side. So I made them into looking like ornaments. And very merry, sending lots of love, Christmas greetings. So don't throw out those little circles because you can do lots with those. Okay, so I made another card out of that, and they are Christmas balls. Watching with your eyes closed because they're too cute. I'm telling you, they are. Okay, so that's 2 more. Now, the next one I'm going to show you is actually something I watched my friend Donna Gray do. I changed it up a little bit. I changed also, I believe, the directions, which I hope are on my table here, because I'm not going to be able to tell you. Yeah, I got them. Okay. The dimensions. But she did this cute fun fold. And I don't get to watch a lot of demonstrators because of my busy schedule, but I did watch this video that she did, and I fell in love with this card. So there's the envelope, and here's the card. And you can see that this is cut out. There's the dog. This is from the designer series paper. And when you open it up, it looks like that. It is a fun fold. I was amazed at how easy it was to do. And who wouldn't like to get this card, regardless of whether they have pets or not? They're just so stinking cute. So there is my rendition of the pull-out fun fold that Donna Gray did. I'm sure there's other people that have tried it. And again, I did change some of the measurements, so I will add those into my blog. What do you think about that? Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so this one, I cut out this circle. When I cut out that circle, I had this designer series paper, and I also had a piece of the cherry cobbler. So let me show you what I did with that. There's the cherry cobbler, and I recut it with our layering oval dies. And then on the designer series paper, I cut it a little bit smaller, and I made it into a tag. So this tag was the leftover from this circle, right? Are you loving it? I always say this every year when I do tags with my scraps. I'm going to have the best dressed Christmas presents. Okay, so that goes to that one. The next one I did, I decided to use that great die, this die, and try my hand in this. Thank you, Janelle. Yes, definitely share my videos. I'm down to like 40-something days till I retire and do this full time. So I used this die, and I tried to make the same card. I did have to change the measurements again a little bit. But this is the one I came up with. So you can see the window part of it is with that die. And when you open it, it looks like that. Yes, it's great for leftovers. So there you go again. One of those pull-out fun folds. And I will have the dimensions on my blog later. Now, if you notice, this Santa paws looks like this. And then I used my banner punch. And when you open it up, you can see the whole banner piece. Good morning, Lisa. Hi, Susan. Hi, Maureen. So there we go again with that one. Oh, thank you. Now, again, I had this piece cut out here. So what I did with that, I used the back side of it for this, and I used the star-studded or star-crossed embossing folder, which has 2 designs on it. That'll also be in the description. And I used that piece for my pull. And then the designer series piece, whoop, that was left over, let me move these out of the way, I made into another tag. So this is the DSP is the die. And you can see I cut and colored, I stamped, cut, and colored a stocking. I put the little gerbil or hamster in there. And then again, these were little scrap pieces of the bedazzling paper, which of course is no longer available. But I had a bunch of scraps, and I just cut those pieces out and made a tag. And when you flip it over, there's that other circle from the Picture This die. And I did a little to and from. Isn't that cute? I'm loving this set. Okay, so what we're going to do today, I'm going to show you how to make this card. And again, I've only done it twice, but we're going to go for it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need, and again, remember, these are my dimensions. I don't know what other people use, but I found these dimensions to work. Okay, so you're going to grab a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 8.5. So it's a regular piece of cardstock. Okay. Oh, and this one's too short. No, it's not. There we go. Jesus, I really am not awake this morning. Regular piece of half a sheet of cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and score that in half. I do it a couple times. I'm going to go ahead and burnish this right now with my bone folder because you really do need a crisp edge. Then you're going to have I did have something wrong with that. Give me 1 second. For some reason, I have a wrong piece of cardstock there. I apologize. I'm getting ready for my fall retreat next weekend, and I've got so many different sizes of cardstock. Okay, so let's cut this in half. All right, so we're going to do 5.5. There we go. All right, and 8.5. Okay, so we are going to score this in half. Why that piece didn't work, I'm not sure. Must have been a little bit short. But like I said, I'm doing my fall retreat online and in my home, and I've got things everywhere. Okay, so there's our half a sheet. The next piece I'm going to bring in is 4.25 by 6. Okay, very cool cards. Thank you, Valerie. I am going to score this at 2 inches. I'm going to score this at 4 inches. Whoop, don't cut it, score it. Okay, those are my designer series papers. I mean, my cardstock. I've got 2 little strips here, and I cut these at, this is a 1/4 inch by 3 3/4. So 1/4 inch by 3 3/4. And I'm going to score those at 1 3/4. Tiny little strips, okay, 1 3/4. And you'll notice when you fold it, one is shorter than the other. That's the way it's supposed to be. Again, this is a little 1/4 inch piece, 1 1/4 piece. And I am going to score that at 1 3/4. Again, I need 2 of those. Okay, so now we have the thing to make it a fun fold. The next thing I have is 2 pieces of designer series paper that are 1 7/8 and 5 inches. And I will tell you, 1 7/8 is like right here, right below the 2 inch mark, okay? Now I also need a piece of white for that. So let's just cut one of those out. It's going to be the same size. I like trying to do everything with just easy measurements. Okay, so now I have a piece of white. We need that too. And my designer series paper, which is, this designer series paper is 4 by 5 1/4. Those are all the pieces I'm going to need. Okay. All right, so here's all my pieces. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my card base and I am going to glue this down. Now I am using my Stampin Seal on this. That's my preferred glue. I'm just going to put this over here for now. Okay, I am on the early shift, so I do have to move along here. These pieces right here, I've already scored. I am going to take my designer series paper. Now I love this side, okay, but let's play it up a little bit. Let's do it this way. You see, I use the same two sides in here and the same two sides in here. So I'm going to change this up a little bit. Okay, we'll do it this way. Just to show you, you can play with both sides of the designer series paper. I don't really think it's going to matter because it's such a stinking cute card. We are going to layer that right there. We are going to layer this one. I hate to hide those cute little faces. We're going to layer that right there. Okay, now the white one I am going to bring in. I'm going to stamp that first, okay? And I am going to bring in one of my stamps from that stamp set. And I'm going to bring in the Very Merry and my Cherry Cobbler. I know I'm going kind of fast because I do have to hop on my other job. Very Merry. Gonna grab this. And maybe I'll grab a little present this time. Ah, look at that. I messed it up. That's what I get for rushing. Okay, let me take my time here. And so I can do it better. Okay. This got messy, so we'll grab a different one. All right, we're just gonna grab that. There we go. Just a little present. Your kitty's watching with you. Don't let them see those treats. Okay, I'm using this because we don't throw anything out. And that's why we have two sides of the paper. Put that right in there. There's my inside. Okay, I am going to score this, burnish this with my bone folder really well. I like to do it back and forth. Make sure I get really crisp edges. And there's another piece for me. Okay, so this piece right here, I am going to bring in, I still have those little mechanisms. I'm going to bring in this die right here. Move this out of the way for a second. I'm going to bring in my die cutting machine. And my very well loved plates. I am going to angle this, move this out of the way. So I am going to put this right here. I'm going to try to center it. That's why I made these little things smaller than what I saw on Donna's video. Thank you so much, Donna Gray, for your idea. It inspired me to do this card, which I absolutely love, and I know you are all going to love. Hopefully that's straight. It's very hard for me to get it straight while I'm on camera. Now, you're going through two pieces of paper, so I like to bring it back. Okay. Now when I pop that out, this is what I was talking about. You got these two pieces right here, and you can make tags, and that's probably what I'll do. And this is your card. Okay, now for the inside, since I have my machine right here, instead of stamping, because for time's sake right now, and I thought this was adorable, watch this. When I put this die right here, not only do I get the dog, I get the mouse, and I get the little cat head popping out of the box. I just thought that was so cute. That's what I'm going to use for my inside. So this is a six piece I had left over from my paper share. And I am just going to put that in there so that I get all three of those adorable, stinking cute animals. This one is on it's designer series paper. I only have to go up once. Move it out of the way. And I'll bring it over. Okay. Here's my other piece. Okay, so we're going to put that aside for a minute. Let me put this back before I lose it. Let's start with this. The first thing I'm going to do is I am going to glue this down. I'm using my Stampin Seal. You can use Stampin Seal Plus. Remember, any movable card, you really want strong adhesive. Now, I am placing this, if you can see, just giving it a little bit of an edge here. So you can see just a little bit of that. Okay, now, this has to attach here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my little strips, bring in my silicone mat. Now remember, there's two sides, a short side and a long side. Okay, and this is the one part that always confuses me. And I always have to look. Okay, so this is going to go like this. Okay, so this piece is the short side. I am going to take the short side, whoop. I'm going to add some glue on there. And these are very small pieces, but you do need them. Okay, I'm going to put that right there. And this is the short side, right? It's really not hard to make. I've said this before. Sometimes I shy away from trying a card because it looks like it's hard to make. Okay, so here's my thing. I made these thinner because remember, this die is bigger than, let's say, a round one. If you look inside here, these mechanisms, these pieces of cardstock were wider that I used, but I needed smaller ones for this. So that is why my measurements, and I kind of like the thinner one anyway. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to glue this down on the inside. You see how that is right there? Because when you fold it, that's what's going to make it fold. So I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to bring in my silicone mat so I don't get anything all over. I am going to do this. Now remember, silicone mat, it stays where you don't want it, but I like to ensure that I don't have any on the sides there, so I just run my fingers around it. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to close that up. Just like that. And there you have your mechanism. Just close it up. And you see that thin part right there so that you cannot see when you look through that hole. Okay, when I do that, it does bubble a little bit. So what I like to do is take my bone folder gently. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you smooth it out. And in this case, I got a little, there we go. So you just want to smooth it out once you lay it down flat. And then you can see it opens. You've been waiting on YouTube, Carol. I'm on YouTube Monday nights. I'm sorry. Friday mornings, it's always been Facebook Live. This is where I started. Okay, so that is the front. Now I'm going to take this piece and glue it right back inside here, but only on one side. Yes, I love this card. It doesn't take much to excite me when it comes to cards. How about you? I'm just going to put 2 strips of glue here. And, you know, you can change the measurements. You can change the card. If something doesn't work for you, this is just to give you an idea. Go ahead and change it. Maybe you don't like the way I folded it first and you want to measure it. But I glued that right back inside. And now when you open it, it looks like this. Ta-da! Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, so now we're going to do the front side. I am going to bring in, first I'm going to start with my ribbon, I think, because I'm not sure where I'm going to put that. You can't have it anywhere that's going to affect opening the card. So let's just do a bow, and then I'll decide where I'm going to put that later. Okay, I don't want a really big bow. I want something on the smaller side. So, and I got my ribbon scissors. Who wishes Stampin' Up! Would come back with these great ribbon scissors? They are the best. Okay. I can put it right up here, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And what I'm going to do for this is instead of glue dots, I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal Plus, which is very, very sticky, and just put a little bit of that right there. And that will hold that right in place. Okay, so I started with my bow. Don't worry about the bow if it goes over your card. It's flexible. You can put it inside the envelope. So now just make sure it opens, which it does. Oh, thank you. Okay, now for some sentiments. I don't have really any room there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a strip here that I have and bring in my pad. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the cat one. I'm just going to put something right there. Okay, so let's see if I have... Now, again, these are strips that I save. Let me just see if the Christmas greetings fits on this one. Otherwise, I'll grab a larger one. Can you see me? Okay. All right. Christmas greetings. There we go. All right, since I don't have my banner punch here, I'm just going to snip this off. Okay. And this should fit right here. So by putting that there, you just got to make sure you can open it. Yeah, it's not going to open, so let's do it this way. Okay, this might be too big. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. You don't want to do that if it's going to get in the way of opening your card. So we're going to go with Santa Paws again, because that is the perfect size that I need. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp Santa Paws. Grab my paper trimmer, another must-have, of course. And I'm just going to cut that off. You can't have anything in front of where you're going to open it. The smaller the opening, like this one, you have more room to work with on the front of the card. But I just love the fact that I can use the dies that come with this set. And we're just going to decide where we want to put this. I really don't want to cover up any of those cute little guys. Let me just trim this down just a little bit. But it looks like I'm going to have to. He's got to be the same size. So let's put him right about there. Oh, so cute. All right, I'm going to grab some dimensionals. Oh, thank you. I know, I'm having so much fun with this card, and I'm going to be making a lot of them for all my animal lover friends. Now, this fits right there. Santa Paws is coming to town. When you pull it out, very merry. And there's, you know, and then you can sign the card. Okay, let's do a little more decorating before I have to hop off. And I have a giveaway from the last video. Okay, so this is kind of, let's see. I'm going to use the darker colors. I believe these might be peacock, which we don't have anymore. But they're going to show up better because it's a little darker. And you can see these are ombre. They go from light to dark in different sizes. I'm going to put those right there. And there you have it. There's my little pull-out card for all you animal lovers. Again, everything will be on my blog later today, Stampersdelight.com, along with the measurements. Just give me a couple of hours maybe to get it all together on the computer and the still shots made. So now we have, oh, you know what? I can do my envelope. Let me see. I got an envelope here. Since I used this, I can put those on the envelope, but then they're sideways. So I'll just cut this off. So I'm just going to cut this strip. Now remember, I'm also got these two pieces, which I'm going to make into some more tags. Somebody had asked me if I would do a video on tags. I will absolutely love to do that. Sometime in October. Sometime in November. October is totally booked. I've got my mother's 90th birthday coming up. Just so many things going on. My retreat, craft fairs. This envelope got a little mangled, but We don't care. It'll get mangled when I mail it in the post office, right? We're just going to cut that right around there. There we go. And now I have a matching envelope. So there's the one we just did. Those ate the matte dots. Yes, these are the matte dots from the suite. Yes, France. When I showcase a suite, I do like to use everything in the suite so you can see everything you get. You know me, more bang for your buck. Okay, we have the dog pull-out one. Oh, so cute. Let me bring this in. And, of course, we have... Oh, I forgot to show you. Oh, my bow fell off. Let's put a little more adhesive on that. Okay. I wanted to show you the star-crossed embossing folder that I used on this card. And then I did it on the envelope. That's another elegant way to do your envelopes. We have that one. We had this one. Of course, we had this guy. And then we had our animal gifts, right? For the cat and the dog. And we got 2 tags. So you got to see a lot with this stamp set. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. Now, what I'm going to show you right now is my last video. I said I would do a card giveaway. The giveaway was this card that I did live. And I would pick one winner, random winner from comments on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, and I did pick a winner, and that is Luann Detbrenner. Luann Detbrenner, I believe she commented on YouTube. So I will contact you and let you know that you won the card, but you have to contact me to get this card within the next week, please. Otherwise, I lose track of them. So Luann Detbrenner, I will go on YouTube and leave you a message. Remember, if you comment on Facebook and you comment on YouTube, you got 2 chances to win. And if you comment on Instagram, because I'm on all of them, you got 3 chances to win. Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So whatever my giveaways are, if you want more chances to win, comment on all 3. Okay, I hope you enjoyed my video today. I hope you love the cards. I love this suite. I'm not done with it yet. Now I'm going to have to make all of these. I have 2 cats, 2 rescue cats left out of like 6 at one time. Anyway, it's been years. They've been with me for a long time. I got to make another one of these because I don't want little Kitty to get upset if I give this to Nellie. So have a great weekend, everyone. I will be away this weekend, so I cannot promise I will be on YouTube Monday night. I am going to try, I promise. But that's why you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can see if I am on live or if I upload a new video. Promise I'm going to try to get on. But again, I'm going away with my husband this weekend and another couple. So we're going to see Chicago. Not the play, the group. So I am really excited. It's going to be so nice to get away, even if it's overnight. You all have a great weekend and keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.